Hello. Something exciting has happened. Right. So I created a video the other day that I've not uploaded to YouTube yet. But it was talking about my hair transplant, and I was well nervous at the time, and you could probably see the video, how my hair looked. Right, so the private hair clinic in Harley Street done the treatment over 2 days, and that took place on the 20th and 21st of September. Dr. Raja did the procedure, and well, I shouldn't be wearing this hat, really. I'm not really wearing it, it's sort of resting on my head at the moment. But let me take the hat off and you can see the reveal. Okay, might be a minute. I'll tell you very slowly. Look at that. That's just awesome. They did 2,064 grafts, right? They said that the hairs at the side of my head were, well, side and back were both thick. So, but they got the best grafts from the side of my head, which some of the hairs had 3 or 4 hairs per follicle. And this is great news, because obviously the more hairs per follicle, the thicker and the density will be on top. And I must say, you know, obviously I know there's going to be a shedding phase. There's always a shedding phase, and that is completely normal. It's one of those things where, you know, obviously it's like shock to the hair, because the hair thinks to itself, oh no, being moved. The hair falls out because it goes through its normal life cycle. But because the follicle's still in there, as long as you carry on with all the instructions, like instructions I was given, like your medication, I had like, because I'm allergic to penicillin, so they had to give me antibiotics that don't contain penicillin. I was given paracetamol as standard, and I was given a list of instructions and things I have to do. And they said from Monday, I've got to start washing my hair with baby shampoo twice a day, and then I can start going around in circular motions and working out the scabs and that, and then obviously to my donor area. Now I'm going to turn around, so I don't know how this is going to come out, because I'm just using like my tablet to record this video. So I apologise if you don't see it properly, but I don't have the most, what can I say, expensive setup, you know, so I don't have all the cameras and all that. I'm not really a YouTuber. I wouldn't mind being a YouTuber, but yeah, but yeah, this is the short, by the way, this is the shortest my hair's ever been. I've never had this hair this short, ever. Even when I was born, I was like, had like long hair. Not long hair, obviously, because that would just be stupid. But I had like longer hair. And it knocked me for 6, like when you started losing my hair. And I tried to set loads of things. This has been going on since, pretty much since I was made redundant by my previous job at Coral, because I found it so hard to try and get back into work. Yeah, it's been a very difficult time. So I don't know if it no, it can't be. It's male pattern baldness, isn't it? It's not stress related. But I don't think the stress helps. But I feel different now. I feel more positive. I feel like things are happening, things are changing. It's a bit hard to explain what I mean. But anyway, let's do this turn thing, okay? So you can see the donor areas. There's 3 donor sites. There's one either side of my head here, and there's one at the back, okay? So here's the side view. Can you see? And here is the back view. And then obviously the other side here. They don't look too bad. The reason they did it over 2 days, from my understanding, was to reduce the chances of swelling. Obviously, yeah, I was given steroid tablets as well to help with swelling and stuff as well. Wasn't given any creams or anything to rub into the donor areas or anything like that, like I've seen in other videos. But I don't think I need it, to be honest with you. They just said just keep cleaning the area with the saline solution that you get given, and every half hour spray all over, and the spray over, just keep clean. I mean, obviously if it's saline solution, it's, you know, salty water, so it stings a little bit. This bit stings around here, but that's all normal, obviously. It's like having a graze on your leg or something like that. So, but yeah, I'm very excited by this. This is cool. Obviously, I'm going to do more videos to update you on the progress. The good thing is, I already own a laser cap. And you probably see it in one of my previous videos where I was talking about it. The problem with me using the laser cap as the only method of getting my hair back was where I was balding. I had like an M shape going on, where it was receding back here and it went round in an M shape. Well, you see in the, my last video, this little bit here was like a circular tuft of hair, and then it was balding all in the middle as well. So it was going like a little island, M shape, and then hair around the back and the sides. And I hated catching my own reflection in the mirror. Now I can't stop bloody looking at it now. So I'm so chuffed that I've got a hairline. It's weird. I don't know how to describe how I feel. Well, I suppose positive. It's a long road now. Like I said, this is only day 2 from discharge, so, you know, because they class day 1 as the night of returning home after the transplant. I'll tell you what, it's cool. Yeah, I know. So I can only speak from my experience with dealing with this. Now, I was signed up with Boots Chemist for Propecia, and that was working. It was working, but there was an effect on me, and I can't describe it. Yeah, I don't know. It was just, I think it was low moods and stuff like that. Now, Propecia and finasteride are the same medication but under different names. But since just before I started this, I signed up with Superdrugs for finasteride, because the one thing you got to remember with hair transplants is, as you can see, this area here is where they've done the transplant, and all this is my normal hair. Now, over the course of years, what will happen if I do not take finasteride is further chance of receding. So you can end up with a situation where this is permanent, so this is a DHT resistant zone now, in the back and sides of DHT resistant zones. But what you'd find is that your normal hair, it may not, but you may find that your normal hair might recede back, so you'll have a massive island, hair at the back and sides, and then you'll end up with this bald line across the middle there. Obviously we want to avoid that. I've been taking finasteride for, must be about 2 weeks now, 3 weeks, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, something like that. And I don't seem to have the same symptoms, like, morning glory, when you wake up in the morning and you're feeling a bit, I don't get that now. But I don't know, it seems a bit weird talking about that, but but that don't bother me too much, because I don't think it's going to be a long-term thing. The doctor at the private clinic did turn around and say to me that if you did notice any side effects from the finasteride, you could do it like every other day. You could take it sort of Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, etc., to try and lessen the effects of side effects. But I don't think so. I think I'll carry on as normal, see how it goes. And like I said, they've advised me to start after 2 weeks, I think it is, I can start using my laser cap again. Now my laser cap has got loads of lasers inside the cap. I can't remember how many lasers were inside it now. I think it was like 190 something lasers. So it covers like a wide area of your hair. But the problem is, obviously, what I was doing before was, where the bald bits were before, the follicle just must have died, and the little hole that is there when the follicle is there must have like healed up, sealed up, and closed up completely, which meant the follicle just died, and then you can't ever grow hair. So you'd be using that cap as much as you want. All your rest of your hair will be nice and thick, but you'd still have the M shape, you'd still have the other areas where the follicles died as well. So really my only option was to have a hair transplant. Now, I've got to say, my experience with the private clinic, brilliant. A whole team, the reception staff, the centre manager Alicia, the team with Dr. Raja and his assistants, Monica, Siobhan, I think her name was, and Uma, and they were top notch. Dr. Raja did, under his guidance, his assistants implanted the grafts, and the extraction was taking place by Dr. Raja and the team, mainly Dr. Raja. They kind of took turns and like helped each other and everything, but they put me at complete ease. And I'll tell you what, I know it's their job, but you can't beat having being made to feel comfortable, being made to feel like everything's going to be okay, you know, because the one thing that you get with like hair transplants is there's a chance that your procedure won't work. There's a chance that there are people out there who might not be suitable for a hair transplant, and that's down to the basis of the donor areas being too weak or being scarce or brittle. And I would have hated to be in that position, but I was fortunate because, like as I said, during my youth, I mean, I used to have blonde curtains during the David Beckham era. What the hell was an era? Sorry. Yeah, this is just proving to you I'm not actually a proper YouTuber. I'm just putting a video out there. This is my little journey of my experience with everything. But yeah, as I said, I used to have blonde curtains, and you know, nickname was David Beckham. Yeah, I wished. But yeah, it makes you feel good, doesn't it? And yeah, when things like that start to happen, it's horrid because you don't know why it's happening at first. Now, the irritating thing for me was my grandparents on both sides, my granddads, they both had the M shape. Well, no, granddad on my mum's side didn't. He was just bald there and with hair at the back and the sides. And my granddad on my dad's side, he had the M shape, so maybe I took more after him with the way my hair was going. But then my uncle and my dad, and my uncle on my mum's side, both uncles, full head of hair. So, something to do with genetics, it's completely skipped them and hit me. So it probably means that if I ever had a son, which is probably unlikely now, they'd probably have a full head of hair. And then if they have a son, it would probably hit them. Bit weird like that. I don't know, it's genetics, eh? How can we explain what's going on in the world? Well, anyway, yeah, that's it. I mean, see, all these grafts will have to go through the shedding phase. I just can't stop looking at it, I'm sorry. He's awesome. Now, that will happen probably around about week 3, week 4. And then, hopefully, growth will start probably about month 4 or 5. Maybe earlier than that. My hair's quite good. Usually, I mean, if I have a haircut, usually within 2 weeks, I need to get it trimmed up or something like that. So, you know, in combination with the finasteride and the laser cap, and if I start to use that Regain, because apparently the Regain and the finasteride together gives very good results in most people. I mean, obviously it doesn't work for everyone, but you know, some people, I think it's like 2% of people that take it end up with either depression or other dysfunctions that men can experience. But I don't know, it's a balancing act, you know. Would you want to be bald, or, you know, do you want hair? It shouldn't have to be like this, but that's part of this journey, I'm afraid. But like I said, only 2% of people get that, so there's a very high chance that most people that take it will be fine. you know. But yeah, I mean, it's up to you how long you want to continue it, but, you know, just continue as much as you can, because otherwise you might end up in a situation where the hair completely dies in the middle, and then you've got no follicles again, and it doesn't matter what you do, that hair's not coming back. And then you'll need a second hair transplant to fill in that gap. But then obviously by doing that, you're losing hair at the back and the sides even more. Because obviously if you have too much hair taken at the back and sides, you're going to end up with big areas that look a bit patchy. And the only way of covering that up is to grow your hair long. You wouldn't be able to have a buzz cut. Like, if I was to grow my hair and then cut it back to this length, you would see this, these pothole scars. Like, they'll always be there now. I'm not too bad about that, because my hair is always, I think I never really gone less than 2 or 3 length. But I'm kind of tempted to see how long I can get it. Got hair, might as well flaunt it, you know, see what happens. But anyway, I'm just rambling. But yeah, I hope to upload some more videos for the rest of my treatment. I will try to include a link for the private clinic of Harley Street, and then you can sort of have a look yourself, and if you're interested in contacting them, you can ask for a consultation and talk to the doctors. There's several different doctors that do hair transplants, but my one was Dr. Raja, so I can only speak about him from previous experience. And the consultation was excellent, you know what I mean? You go in there, he explains the situation, he gives you a chance to think about your expectations, and that's the important thing, because obviously you're never going to have a hairline back down here, because the further down it won't look right for your face type. You know, will they say three fingers above the eyebrows? Yeah, so that's about right, isn't it? Yeah, three and a little bit. That's fine. No, but I'm happy with that. I know I'm looking forward, and everything should be fine. But I want to wrap the video up here now, and yeah, I'll upload some more videos. I reckon I'll probably end up doing a video maybe on 3 and 4 weeks, just to update you on the shedding phase, so you can see the progress. And then if I start getting like the little hairs coming back again, then I can do another video and you can see the exciting part of the growth starting, which will be something to behold. Yeah. I hope to have the same results as some of the people I've seen on YouTube that have had hair transplants, and it's really enlightening for me to watch videos like that, Dr. Gary Linkov, because like I was getting tips from his videos and his thoughts on hair transplants, and that made me think about it more. And I have been thinking about it, but it's not been since the last month or so that I've really gone into sort of researching it a bit more and knowing what to look out for, because there's there's loads of different things that you got to contemplate on these hair loss procedures to make sure that you don't get into a part where some of the clinics might try and upsell you things, and I had no experience of that. They gave me perfectly legitimate advice, told me what they expected from me, just, you know, told me how many grafts they could do. They actually did a little bit more than what was set out, so that's quite, you know, they said 2,000 grafts, it was 2,064 mine, so brilliant, you know, I've got nothing but good to say about the team, and everything was positive, so I'm still chuffed. I can't stop looking at it. It's just, I'm going to become a male tart again, ain't I? You know, like I used to be in my 20s, where I used to be like moving the hair out of my eyes all the time. No, I don't know. But we'll see how it goes, and I'll keep you posted. Okay, so please, if this helps you, or anything of me saying in my ramblings prompts any questions from you, I don't, you know, just drop a question in the comments, and I'll try and respond and answer as best as I can to try and help you. That's what these videos are here for. I just want other people not to feel like it's a taboo thing. It's not, is it? You want your hair to grow back. You want, you know, you don't want to look like you're 92 when you're only like 30. Do you know what I mean? Because your hair's growing, like getting thinner and thinner and thinner. You know, and my aim is to create a positive outlook on hair transplants. You know, there's nothing to be ashamed of. You want your hair back. That's all it is. You know, if other people got a problem with that, that's their problem. At the end of the day, you know, this is going to make me feel good about myself, instead of catching my reflection in mirrors or shop windows as you're passing by it and going, oh, fucking hell. Awful, don't like it. You know, that's up to you. But yeah, like I said, just subscribe to my channel, like, for more videos, and well, I hope to speak to you in the comments. Okay, thank you, bye.